Hey everyone, welcome back. Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 26th day of July 2023, I'm going to welcome you over to moneymetals.com so I can show you the spot prices. But before that, huge shout out and a big thank you to all of our channel members. Really appreciate all y'all's support. Now, we're probably going to have a video this morning, a live show at 9 a.m. Eastern, so come check that out. Now, over here to moneymetals.com. Gold is up 675 to 1980.95. Silver's flat at 24.89. Platinum down 410 to 980.65. And palladium's also down to 1328.50. Now you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle. Total price is 38.88. That's a lot of eights. That's got to be good luck. And the difference there, less the ask, is 13.99. That's a serious premium. And will the premiums get better? I don't know, honestly. I don't think they're gonna. I really don't. It says sales totals by month are updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern. We have about 5 days left of July, and look at this. No fractional gold has been sold for the month of July. I think that's just really incredible. And only 36,000 gold ounces for the Gold Eagle. That's incredible. So we had February, which is really low, and then bam, June, and then July, really low. It's incredible. Now over here to eBay. Got to show you this. Yep, that's the uncirculated peace silver dollar, their director's strike, and look at that, just under $1,000 at $17.25. Folks, that's incredible. You pay $76 and you sell it for $2,000 or more. That's something else, I'll tell you. Now here you go. This is opportunity to apply for appointment to the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee. That's the CCAC, folks. This came out July 25, 2023. That's just yesterday. They're seeking applicants for appointment as a member representing the interests of the general public. So you don't need to be specifically qualified in any kind of, well, we'll see. We'll get to that. Washington, D.C. The United States Mint is seeking applicants for an appointment to the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee, that's the CCAC, as a member representing the interests of the general public. The deadline to email submissions is no later than 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Monday, September. Ooh, that could have been a different day. The United States Mint will review all applications and will forward recommendations to the Secretary of the Treasury for consideration. The CCAC is composed of 11 members, one specifically qualified in numismatic collection curation, one specifically qualified in medallic arts or sculpture, one qualified in American history, one qualified in numismatics, 3 individuals representing the interests of the general public. So there you go. That's one of those 3 general public spots. 4 individuals recommended by the leadership of both the United States House of Representatives and the United States Senate. That's a come-together moment. It says here members are appointed for a term of 4 years. No individual may be appointed to the CCAC while serving as an officer or employee of the federal government, and all applicants must be United States citizens. CCAC members are special government employees and are therefore subject to various applicable conflict of interest laws and ethics regulations. Individuals wishing to be considered for appointment to the CCAC should submit a resume or curriculum vitae, I probably blew that one, along with a cover letter describing their reasons for seeking appointment and detailing their specific skills, talents, and experience by email at info@ccac.gov. Attention, Jennifer Warren. The deadline to email submissions is no later than 5 p.m. that day. We said it already. About the CCAC was established by an act of Congress in 2003. All right, it advises the Secretary of the Treasury on theme or design proposals relating to circulating coinage, bullion coinage, congressional gold medals, and other medals produced by the United States Mint. The CCAC also makes commemorative coin recommendations to the Secretary and advises on the events, persons, or places to be commemorated, as well as the mintage levels and proposed designs. Folks, this is a really prestigious position, and I hope that if you are able to apply for this spot, I hope you swing it. I hope you get it. That'd be awesome. The CCAC is subject to the authority of the Secretary of the Treasury. That's right. The United States Mint is responsible for providing necessary and appropriate administrative support, technical services, and advice. The CCAC, it submits an annual report to Congress and the Secretary of the Treasury describing its activities and providing recommendations. That's incredible, folks. Now let's keep on keeping on. Now, I've talked about this term before. It's called force majeure. And if you're not familiar with force majeure is, let me go ahead and do a quick little rundown. What is force majeure, contract clause, and how does it work? Here we go. Force majeure, a clause included in some legal contract which protects one or more parties from liability in the event of a major unforeseen event. Now remember that, folks, unforeseen, okay? It says here some key takeaways is unforeseeable and unavoidable, and prevents participants from fulfilling obligations. And the clauses generally cover both natural disasters and catastrophes created by humans. Now, in some jurisdictions, there are 3 tests to determine whether a force majeure defense is applicable. The event must be unforeseeable, external, and irresistible. Let's go to a warning down here. Let me go ahead. Understanding force majeure. Force majeure is a French term that literally means greater force. It is related to the concept of an act of God, an event for which no party can be held accountable, such as a hurricane or tornado. However, force majeure also encompasses human actions, such as armed conflicts. Well, let's go here to the warning. I think I highlighted it. Yep, I sure did. Now, it says here, warning, if a natural or other disaster happened in a place before, even many years ago, a repeat occurrence may not be considered unforeseeable. Now, remember that when I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. All right, so force majeure is happening all over. There's 10 hours ago, TC Energy isolates Columbia gas line section of Virginia, declares more force majeure. Brazil's threatens force majeure on some orange juice supplies. Force majeure clauses, contracts must to adapt to climate change. It's a TC Energy. Nigeria, another force majeure there. TC Energy. SoCal hotel workers strike again, a force majeure situation. As 2 weeks ago, a day ago, blocks 16 and 17 reached the production peak after 106 days of force majeure. I'm telling you. So this is happening a lot more lately, and I've told you about this about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago now. But it gets better. Check this out. You're probably wondering, why is Stacker even mentioning this? Well, guess why. So this is mining.com. Newmont declares force majeure on, here we go, Peñasquito. I probably said that wrong. Deliveries. Okay, this is from June 23rd by Cecilia Jasmine. All right, this is a month ago now, and I didn't even hear about this, but here we are. Now, Peñasquito is the world's 2nd largest silver mine and Mexico's biggest gold mine. The world's 2nd largest silver mine. Think about that, folks. It says here, gold giant Newmont has declared force majeure on deliveries on some metal products from its mine in Mexico as a strike drags on. What metal products do you think they could be, folks? Yeah. The U.S.-based miner has had operations suspended since June 8, a day after nearly 2,000 unionized workers downed tools at the mine over a dispute regarding profit sharing and alleged contract breaches. The world's #1 bullion producer's decision, first reported by Reuters, comes as a labor action at the mine enters a 3rd week. The precious metals mine, located at the state of Zacatecas, about 770 kilometers, 480 miles northwest of Mexico City, is the country's largest gold operation and the world's 2nd largest silver mine. Folks, what happens when these mines shut down? Well, if there's a month of no production of gold or silver, what does that do for the, come on. This is the world's, hello, why is this not having an effect on the precious metals market? This is incredible. This is like a really big deal, and it's kind of getting no play in the news. This is just remarkable. It really is. The main bone of contention is a profit-sharing agreement between the employees. I said mint, didn't I? Between employees who are members of the National Union of Mine and Metal Workers of the Mexican Republic and Newmont. Workers are demanding a larger share of the mine's profit from the 10% agreed in 2022 to 20%. Wow, that's pretty healthy. The union secretary, Jorge Ramon Monzivi, said in an email statement that a part of their demands are centered around a clarification on how the plan is calculated rather than a percentage increase. So they're saying it's not the percentage, it's how it's calculated. The Colorado-based firm said it remained in a constructive dialogue with the union and authorities participating in the mediation process. Is this ongoing still? Yeah. The ongoing strike marks the 3rd labor here we go. The ongoing strike marks the 3rd labor dispute at the asset since Newmont acquired Goldcorp, the mine's previous owner, in 2019. So maybe this is not unforeseeable. Maybe it was foreseeable, right? That's something to think about. The operation had been the target of protests of landowners, truck drivers, and residents of nearby towns in previous. Yeah, there's no way that was unforeseeable. They had to see that coming. Peñasquito has become Newmont's 3rd largest mine by sales, bringing in $2.8 billion to the company's coffers last year. Listen, if you're not going to be making $2.8 billion, what's that do to your stock price? What's that do to the inventory of gold and silver on the world market? Clearly, that's obvious. It's also relevant to Mexico's economy, contributing $1.9 billion in economic value in 2022. The figure includes $643 million in employee wages and benefits, tax and royalty payments to the federal, state, and local governments, and investments in the economy, in the community's infrastructure and water products. Wow. Everybody's getting hurting from this one. It's just terrible. Yeah, it's foreseeable, right? So how could they declare a force majeure if it is foreseeable? Makes you scratch your head, doesn't it? Now let's head over to the plus ones. This is Psalm 19:14. Also from intentional sins, restrain your servant. Let them rule me not. I think I got that wrong. Then I shall be perfect. And basically, if we're going to wrap our head around this basically means do not let my evil inclination overpower me, and that the Lord assists those who yearn to do what is right and proper. So if you keep trying and you keep trying and you don't get it right, you will eventually get it right. Because if you keep yearning and yearning, well, you're eventually going to get it right. Now let's head over here to 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Mötley Crüe. Girls, girls, girls. And it's from the 2021 Remaster. Hope you dig it, folks. Now, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It's free. Stacker out.